fucking meeting all these people? I don't know why.
Hey, street kids sit on pharaohs. What's up with y'all?
If you wanna know the future, well, hi, it's nice to meet ya. Lot of hard work from a student into a teacher. I've been playing death, my best friend's the Grim Reaper. Try to explain myself, my mind's deeper. I can see the vision is much clearer.
What's up, guys?
Death, so no, I don't.
Welcome to OverTHOUGHT Podcast. We're here again today. We got Wordy K in the building.
What's up?
Sitting back there.
What's up?
He's been on the cast before, but now you actually get to see him. But if you watched Where Do We Go From Here, then you definitely have seen him before. Familiar face. And also, the main event for tonight, this afternoon, we got OAO Monci.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? So your Monci through side.
Yeah, hip-hop artist, recording artist here. So Monci, we're gonna get right into it, honestly. So like, where are you from? Like, who's your family? Like,
Alright, we'll start off. I was born in Defiance, Ohio. That's where we do things at.
Yeah.
It all started in
DeFi
DeFi.
does.
Yeah, it all started in DeFi for real. But I was born in DeFi. I was raised here in Hicksville, Ohio, and I just been
grinding,
chasing my dreams.
Yeah.
For real. Just been doing my thing.
grinding, getting his nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, so like, also kind of going off of that, so like, since where you're from and like, you know, your early years, like, what do you want people to get out of your music?
I forgot my music.
Like, what do you think? What do you want the people out there to think of when they think of your music?
My biggest thing right now is like, come from a small town where no one's made it in music so far, and I just want to show people that like, it don't matter where you come from, it don't matter how small your town, it don't matter what people say. Like, real life, you want to go do something, you can go get it.
Yeah, if you work hard, bro, get whatever you want.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Is that the legacy, or is it like...
Yeah, because I mean, as I said, like, I want people to know, like, I'm no different than nobody else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When, like, a lot of people, especially, like, in small towns, that we grew up all in the same place,
Yeah.
played on all the same sports
Thanks.
teams, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was, like, to me, I think, like, I mean, the sky's the limit. Like, ain't nothing can stop you if you really want it.
It's true. So like, when did you start doing music then? I know you were talking about this earlier.
Yeah. I started making music. I started rapping when I was 7 years old, and actually my older cousin, Joaquin, man, R.I.P. But he was rapping. He was in high school when I was like 6, 7 years old, watching him rap in his room, in his home recording studio in his closet.
Yeah.
He was just getting at him and his
Putting in
brother.
work.
Yeah. And I was just young watching them rap, and like, that's why I fell in love with making rap music. I started rapping. I started catching little flows. I mean, nothing super good, but it's what got my feet wet in it. And
So like, just like, I don't know. So that's like when it started then. Like
Yeah.
from that instant, at like what, 7 years old? You
Yeah,
said.
7
Like, so
years
you
old.
knew like 7 years old you wanted to
Yeah.
pursue.
I was really into like dancing, like hip hop dancing,
True,
and break
okay.
dancing
Yeah.
first. You know what I mean? I was like really into that, and then saw my cousins rapping, and I'm like, yup,
That's what I want
that's
to do.
that's
like,
it. That's
for life.
it's been sticking with me ever since.
That's good. So like, that's 7 years old. That's a long time. So I have 3 albums, 2 solo, 1 with Bobski, but you also had 2 other mixtapes. So you have like
Yep.
5 total projects
Yeah,
out.
5 total projects out. I got my
That's a lot of work.
yeah. The first song I ever dropped, I was 13 years old. I was 13 or 14. I was in the 8th grade. It's called Mexican I'm Reppin'. It was like the first song I ever dropped ever. I dropped it on YouTube, and I mean, it got people. I mean, like I said, people like love it or hate it. You know what I mean? Small town kid making little music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing big. And then as soon as I got in like my freshman year, me and my homie Casey, shout out Casey.
Yeah.
We started working.
Very talented.
Yeah, we got a studio built in his room, doing our thing, and we dropped our first project together called Conclusions. And we dropped that one. We dropped another one called Retrospect, and that was the first 2 mixtapes that we came out with. I was like 15, 16 years old. Yeah.
That's insane. So then like now you're most recent, like you just recently dropped an album with Bobski,
Yep.
Children Tomorrow, Street Kids to Pharaohs.
Yep.
Like, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, me and Bobski, me and Bobski actually met about a couple years ago, about 1 or 2 years ago, and we got a song together first. It was called Dead Inside.
Yeah.
We got Dead Inside, and I came out with, yeah, it's the first song we ever made together. And ever since then, we talked about making a tape. We're like, yeah, we'll definitely make a tape together.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have like really good vibes and everything. We'll make a tape. So finally, like a year or two later, me and him got grinding together, started cooking up some songs, and the tape started coming along together, and taking trips like every week to Cleveland to Invasion Studios. Shout out Invasion, and shout out Adi Ray, the engineer. He helped us out a lot with making this tape possible, and me and him just got to work every day. Every day we're working on a new song, make sure it's right, go to the studio, record it, lay it down, and let's let the vibe
Go
flow
from there,
yeah.
So like, going off that, like, talk about what, like, being introduced to Doer Gang did for you. Like, what kind of a move do you think, like
the way I saw it, like, to me, myself, like, I've always had a vision of, like, something bigger than all this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, making it, like, having a voice, like, a voice that could help other people out, you know what I mean? I saw, like, the bigger vision. I knew it was more than just some local, small-town music.
Yeah.
And when I met Doer Gang, I saw that, I mean, they had the same vision, too. They knew what it was. They knew it was bigger. It was bigger than any individual. It was all of us. And I really, like, that really set in with me, too, is that I saw that they saw the same thing I saw, like, at the end of the day. And that's what we clicked up. Because at first I was a Doer Gang. Like, I was always Doer Gang. So, like, we always, like liked each other and, like, affiliated with each other.
Yeah.
But, like, I wasn't really part of the group until
that goes to the small
recently.
area thing. Like, they're doing something that not a lot of people do in a small area. But and then you also got, like, you and then, like, Nubis also in Hicksville, doing stuff. So like, I mean, it makes sense to, like, get with them early.
Yeah, Nubis was linked up with A-Bob before.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, before I was. Yeah, so I mean, they were definitely doing the thing before I came into the picture.
True, but like, you obviously you love those guys, so like, actually being like a part of Doer Gang, like, now, that's like, how's that feel? Does it feel?
I mean, it feels like that's the greatest feeling ever. You know what I mean? Is we got a group of people who are all on the same mission.
The same vision. Yeah.
We keep each other pushing. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like, to me personally, I always feel like there's little. I feel like there's always like a little competition. Like, all right, let's see if we can go harder. Let's keep on going harder. Let's keep on getting better. Keep on going harder. And like, I love that, like, friendly competition to keep on getting better and keep on. Oh, this is the next hot song, or oh, I got the next hot song, and we just keep on going and building. And like, next thing we know, we look back and there's just a bunch of great music that's being made.
Yeah,
like, it's like the best feeling ever, for real.
Nice. And so, like, you also drop a lot of music videos, especially as of, like, recently. I feel like lately you guys been dropping a lot more music.
Yeah, that's
videos.
One thing I said. Like, we've been on the grind. Like, we've been not as long. Like, we've been recording a lot in the studio too, but like, we've also been recording and shooting a lot of music videos as well. As like, shout out Snap God. He shot a music video for a Canada hat. It was the first single that we dropped for our tape, and he's been going off on that. We got Purple Panda Productions out of DeFi Caleb. Yeah, he just shot our new recent one we just dropped, Welcome to the Future, and that's out on YouTube right now. Y'all can go check that out. But he shot that for us, and like, he's doing a really good job too. And like, we just keep on coming with the music videos.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you gotta do. Pretty much just get that content out.
So you guys are like going so hard and so fast that when you do take a second to look back, you have this like collection of like just a chunk of stuff that you've had done, and like you can reflect on all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said, like, I mean, we got all gas, no brakes right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're just grinding because like there's what they say, like, we just like I said, I just recently like was a part of the group of Doer Gang and went on tour with them when we opened up for Doobie.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit. Talk about tour life.
That was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. Like,
that's like a dream come true.
Yeah, definitely. Performing different states, you know what I mean, for different people, and like doing it with my brothers, for real. Like, it was like the best feeling ever. Like, I've never done shows that big before like that. Yeah. Especially the finale show we did in Columbus. It was like 2,000 plus people there.
Crazy. That was that was Express Live.
Yeah, Express Live in Columbus. And
check it out.
Yeah, I mean, shout out Doobie. Shout out Doobie for having us. Shout out DJ Highlight, and shout out Nartab. Man, y'all the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
And that's what Nubis was saying a little bit about this last night when we did this podcast. Like, they really guys, they liked you guys from like right away. Like, they moved you guys up in like the set list and everything.
Yep. Like, I mean, it was kept it real. You know what I mean? I feel like this was what attracts to the most to other people.
It's true. Honestly, like, what's like your daily or like your routine to like make music? Like, do you do lyrics first, or you just gotta like hear a beat and then like?
I mean, honestly, I haven't really found like a straight routine.
Yeah.
Like, music kind of just comes to me how it comes to me. But like usually about the ways it comes is like usually I hear a beat, I freestyle on it, and then I'll make a song like that off the freestyle. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just write without a beat, and I'll just keep a flow and just write it down, and then find a beat for it later, or have someone make a beat for me later.
Sure.
And usually about it though. I mean, it kind of just like comes. I really haven't like figured out like a certain steps that I usually do things.
Are you ever just like thinking and then you just think of like a crazy good hook, but then? Like...
Oh, definitely all the time. I use my phone a lot. My voice memos. Yeah. I got a bunch of voice memos. If I think of a bar, if I think of a hook, I'll go ahead and record it real quick.
Like right there, yeah. Keep it with you. It's like you don't forget it.
Yeah, because I mean that's always troubling. I don't like that when I think of an idea. I'm like, oh, I won't forget it. Like I'll keep it remembered, but no, I forget it. That's why I have to go through and write it down in my notes or in my voice memos.
True. Yeah. Have you ever like? I mean, once you like have a song like made though, like, do you ever forget the lyrics? Like if you're performing or like?
I mean, nah. Like
you have a lot of music.
Yeah.
Now.
Usually once I record it and I listen to it, I just feel like my mouth's just like moving and it's just coming out like naturally, like second nature almost for real.
Like there's a lot of guys that like live shows, they do like they remember the gist of the lyrics and like they can make it function. Do you do that? Or?
Yeah, but I mean but if I already know the set list before the show, I'm definitely gonna practice my set list.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So like
But like you get in that spot, like you can make it function. It's just things
definitely.
People do.
Yeah.
Like, do you think from like one of your first mixtapes? Like, do you think you could do a song like songs off like of that?
If it was playing, I could definitely rap over it and then rap it. But like off the top right now, probably not. Not that far.
That's fine. Yeah. I would definitely be forgetting lyrics on stage.
Oh yeah, for sure. So like when you write, is it like in the moment? Like, do you take the time to sit down and like I know I write lyrics all the time. I just never do anything with them, right? But I just kind of like get moments where I just have like a flood of stuff's coming at me, and I'm writing it down right then. But like if I were to sit and like try to think of lyrics, they're shoddy, man. Like I don't catch a lot of that.
Other thing I feel like I'm good at like thinking of lyrics on the spot. Like like that's like one thing I think is one of my stronger points, because I feel like someone like for the song Level Up that we made with Nelly and ABOB that we featured on Nelly's EP, Air Enigma. But that song right there, like Nelly and ABOB already had like their stuff already ready to go for that song, and then like it was like the day right before we were getting ready to leave for tour, and we're in the studio recording, and Nelly's like, yo, hop on the song, we can do this on tour, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. So like I literally wrote my verse in like 15 minutes and went in the studio, went to go record it right there and then, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's kind of one of my strongest points. Like I can just think of stuff like on the go.
Yeah, respect to guys that can freestyle. Cause like not all rappers can do that, but like some guys can kill it.
No, definitely. And like I think I'm pretty decent at freestyling. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're better than others, obviously. But I feel like I can definitely catch a wave and like.
Oh yeah, just like right there.
Yeah, I don't function that quick.
Like how long do you think you could go? Like continuous. Like if you just got like a beat that you were really feeling like.
True. I mean, I could probably. do the whole 3 minutes.
Surprise! We're gonna throw a beat right now.
I don't know. You did give us a little snippet earlier.
I could possibly do that. Pretty cool.
You gotta check it out because like the new stuff, it just gets better every day, man.
Listen, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you gotta get that. You gotta get that in.
What?
You gotta get like. I was like in the studio, but then I stopped. I was like, damn, in. Yeah. So like, talk about your. Kyle brought 3 vinyls here. I have a few vinyls down here too. Talk about those.
Oh, but we're talking about like, let's just transition to influences then.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like what's?
Oh yeah, who
You're the guy on point. What's the influences? Like, where's all this come from, man?
Influence. I mean, big influence. Shout out to Kid Cudi. He's definitely
bro, for real.
Yeah, you already know.
He's an OG.
Definitely, dude's a wizard. He says it himself. I've always listened to Kid Cudi in like since I was young, since junior high. I listened to junior high. Like I feel like a lot of stuff that started in junior high for real. And listen to a lot of Kid Cudi, a lot of Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Mac Miller. A lot of Wiz Khalifa. It's kind of probably my top 3. Lil Wayne and Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So like that's like our era a little bit. I feel like. Cause like, I mean, they're still big now, but like, I feel like Wiz Khalifa. I mean, like,
he like definitely like moving into newer stuff now. Yeah.
I think it was dope too. Cause I mean, like, especially like Wiz and like Mac Miller coming out of Pittsburgh. Like, I mean, we're pretty close to that. You know what I mean? In the retrospect of the whole country. So I feel like we're kind of caught like early on to listening to their music. Cause I mean, when the music spread, like, it was only a couple hours away.
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
That's like we've lived in such a time of like transition though, you know? Like if you look back, like you can dig, cause I get real into like music history, right? Yeah. If you dig, like you look in like 2007 to 2009, everything in between that, you'll see 2007, it's like, oh, that's all music from when I was young, for like people our age.
Yeah.
And you get into 2009, it's like, oh, that, like it all feels like that was just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just that was such a transitionary time for like style of music.
Definitely. A lot, and especially like the transition in music is insane. Personally, I feel like music's going more to like almost like rockish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I feel like especially now, like you said, as of recently, like there's a lot more like rock influence and
like a metal vibe.
People are screaming on beats and everything. Music's definitely going through.
Dude, the clash against rock and rap music though is such a if it's done right. I've heard it done bad, but like if it's done right,
definitely
it's such a good combo.
I mean, I shout out MGK, definitely big influence too on everything that we got going on. But one thing he always talks about too, like he like learned how to play guitar and everything, and like his live shows, he's playing guitar, playing drums and everything, and like. I mean, like that's where music's going again. Back on some rock shit, like, for real.
An alternative based like rap though, like that, is such a good sound.
It is. Do you like play any instruments?
No, I'm learning how to play guitar right now.
True.
Yep. I just been teaching myself like just off tabs. Like, and that's what I want to work on and start influencing on my music too. So I feel like I reached a point where like I'm trying to like create more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not just be stuck with just rapping. Like, I want to be able to
imagine
create
you walking out there and just with the
everybody's
guitar,
got that sound like in them though that you can't like convey to people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like being able to make that on your own is such a good feeling.
Definitely. And that's one thing I'm working towards right now. Is learn how to play guitar.
Yeah. So have you guys has Doer Gang ever talked about like having like live musicians out there like?
Yeah, we talk about like having like a drummer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean that's like one thing. Like, hopefully we start like incorporating into shows. Having a drummer, having a live drummer, like on
that would just add. I mean, like your guys' performance already is like insane. Like people like it's lit. Like it goes crazy. But like imagine that plus like people just rocking out like on instruments up there.
Like I mean the show.
That would be insane.
You guys had like a rage vibe in there.
Yeah, definitely like a mosh pit. Mosh pit. That's like the best part. That was speaking like of that Doobie tour. I remember like we would always with a big old mosh pit during Doobie set every single time. They would play Wild Boy, and it was dope because he was like, oh, let's show them how the high boys do it. The Ohio boys. So like us like a Doer Gang, we're like we're fucking from Ohio, like you already know what the hell we do. So we're going in the middle of the mosh pit and we're just getting lit with everybody, and like we just went on like an act or two before, so everyone's like just getting in with us and like watching us go ham with them in the pit, and like that builds a lot of connections too that people don't understand. Is like once after you get done doing the show, like go out there and like talk to the fans, talk to people and connect with them, because that's what's gonna like change your lives for real. They'll be like, damn, that guy talked to me like after one of the shows, you know what I mean? It's just building like connections with these people.
That's the thing, man. Like all these people, you hear all these people talk and they're like, yeah, I have people send me letters like, you talked to me, you gave me this advice early in your career, and like, like I don't even remember that, but like thinking back now that this person got a hold of me and got in touch, like what I said, I wasn't even like that, it wasn't even that deep to me, but like the fact that it hit this person so hard.
Definitely. It's like you are like, I don't want to say this, like you kind of just create like kind of like this hope for people for real, you know what I mean? And that's why I feel like a lot of like, that's what I've taken from like other artists too, is like there's like a lot of hope, you know what I mean? Like they made it out of their struggles, like I know I can make it out of mine.
And like the first step is what you guys are doing. I mean, you guys are just constantly like
definitely on the grind. Like one thing too is after we got off tour, like we knew like the people are gonna want content, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so like we just stay on the grind, keep giving music videos and keep making music.
Do you have like a favorite tour moment or like
favorite
something
tour?
like what show was your most favorite?
My most favorite show was definitely probably the ones beside Columbus.
Yeah, besides Columbus.
Like the biggest ones. So
yeah,
like
yeah.
Most like craziest.
Not
one.
Dark Holiday.
Yeah, but like probably two of them probably Atlanta.
True.
It was crazy. They felt us and they loved us and they were going crazy. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
In Kansas City. Kansas City was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone got lit. We performed in this place called the Riot Room. And people were going nuts, and after the show and whatnot, we were just doing our thing. People are chanting Doer Gang.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty sweet. It was dope. But those two shows are probably my favorite shows off the tour.
And like, so you talked about it a little bit earlier, but like, what's it actually like to like? Did you guys live in the van for like all the tour? I mean, you got Airbnbs.
Yeah. Well, the first one we didn't take the van the second tour.
True. Okay.
Yeah, because the Alcos, like I said, like this was like I didn't go on tour with them the first time they went on tour, but they took the van and everything that they were doing. But the second time we went, we just got a rental. You know,
True.
what I mean? We're just, fans would invite us over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'd kick it with them, stay with them. We'll get Airbnb, get a hotel. Just doing our thing for real.
Yeah. Any way you can, bro.
Yeah.
But
and a lot of people like I mean, they're like think they're crazy sometimes, but like they respect us because we're doing stuff that like normal people wouldn't be doing.
And like they're helping you out, so like that's like kind of back to the hope thing.
Thank you to everybody who's definitely helped us out so far.
Yeah.
Everything we do.
Oh, of course, man. So like after being on tour with Doobie, what do you like describe? Like, what did you learn from him? Like, did you learn anything, or are you just like? You gotta be picking up like little things.
Definitely soaking it in, like everything that happens. I mean, there's a lot of business that goes into this music industry.
Yeah.
Learn a lot about the business. Learn about like from Doobie. Learn about how kind of they put on their shows and how they try to like control the crowd and everything. And it was like dope watching, seeing that, and like seeing how like not only put on a good show too, but like how like being humble. With everything you do, because like after every single one of his shows, he took a picture with every single one of his fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, a lot of people don't do that. So like that's pretty dope that he like stick around after the show and talk to everybody and like do his thing, and like that's pretty dope.
Nice. And like, I just keep kind of want to talk about how like that interpersonal connection really with your fans is like so big.
Definitely.
I feel like
huge.
Like
Definitely
that's
huge.
like, other than like actually loving to make music, like that's got to be like right up there.
It's definitely cool too.
Like the reason why you do it.
Yeah, definitely traveling too and meeting just a bunch of like good people. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good people out in the world.
Yeah.
And like a lot of like like the media whatever will like get you like scared to like go out, but like
it's
real
true.
life you go out into the world. I mean, there's
it's not like
real,
that.
Like, great people out there.
Dude. And it does a lot for so many people, because so many people, like especially our age, just feel so alone now. That just to have that connection with someone that like, there's so much separation.
Yeah.
People like put these famous people on a pedestal, right?
Yep.
And it's like, they're just people, too.
Exactly.
Like we're all just people.
Exactly.
I've got my ideas. I'm just expressing them. If I have to help you like form and develop those ideas, and like you'll eventually get to a point in your life where you can express those ideas, it's like everybody influences each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like I still got like fans now that we met, you know what I mean, Snapchat me or whatever, and I say what's up.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like it ain't nothing but a thing. I mean, I'm not no different. Like I come from a small town, Hicksville, Ohio, you know what I mean? So like I already know how it is.
True. Like if you were to say an artist that you listen to like now, like who's your favorite artist out right now?
Favorite artist out right now? Well,
Yourself, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly,
See, that
to be honest, like,
or like
I
you
do
just bump
listen.
your own stuff.
Yeah,
like,
honestly, I do be bumping a lot of my own music.
Yeah.
Real. And like I always be listening to instrumentals and like try to work on new music.
Yeah.
But like recently, like I said, I mean, we always playing Kid Cudi all the time.
True.
Flatbush Zombies.
Yeah.
Flatbush Zombies all the time.
What about Jack Harlow?
Jack Harlow.
You on the Jack Harlow
yeah.
train, bro?
We actually
Me too.
we performed in Louisville, and we met these two people. that we went back to their place, and we're talking with them and everything, and like we're asking them if they know Jack Harlow. They're like, oh yeah. It's like, of course. It's like we said they used to remember when he used to perform at house parties and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? And now he's out there with what's popping.
Yeah,
the charts and everything. Like
he's gonna blow up. Like,
yeah, that's cool.
So like, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Like more. I mean, like, when do you guys plan on dropping like your next stuff? Like, I mean, I know you just dropped an album. You just dropped a music video.
Well, I don't know what else got planned, but I know we want to make a Doer Gang tape. Like all of us make a Doer Gang tape. So you expecting that sometime. Me personally, I'm dropping another solo tape on July 26th.
Okay.
Yep.
July 26th?
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Available everywhere?
Yep.
On July 26th.
It's one called Vato Season Volume Uno. That's the one I'm working on right now. And then me and New was about to do it together.
Talk a little bit about your guys' relationship, like Nubis coming out of Hicksville, like directly.
Yeah. Well, like first of all, like my aunt used to live right across the street from Nubis and his family, and so I was always young before I even really started going to school here and everything. Like I was always at my aunt's house, and like I was always kicking it with Gabe. Like Gabe was like my homie, and then so I came to school here. Me and Gabe became best friends, and like Nubis always been like the older brother. You know what I mean? So he was always around. You know what I mean? Always just like messing with us and whatnot. So I mean that's how that started out, and then started making music. Like he was senior, my freshman year, playing football. You know what I mean? So like I always knew he made music, and I was making music. But I mean, we didn't really start making music together until one day I just went over to A-Bob in his crib, and me and Nubis knocked out 2 songs together. Yeah. And we're like, yo, this is it. Definitely on the go. But I mean, it's dope. Cause I've always known him. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've always known Nubis, and then when we started finally making music together, it was right because I mean we came from the same town, grew up down the street from each other, and it's kind of dope having 2 of the rawest artists come out at the same time.
Nubis goes hard.
Grew up on the same street. You know what I mean?
Black Swamp Boys.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I think that's really nice too. I don't know, the whole Contreras family really. Joe with the Burden to Bear.
Yep.
I mean, check them out obviously, and then even Gabe, the younger brother, G Crip. That's what he was going by yesterday.
Joe?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's what's up.
I mean, he does everything too. It's crazy. And the range of music that's just coming out of this small area too.
Yeah, they're definitely all talented. It's dope. I can like I said, a lot of good influences. Cause I was talking to Gabe recently, and I was talking to him about how cause he only started making music just recently, probably been a year or 2. Yeah. But like I said, he's always been around music his entire life. You know what I mean? He was getting influence on it before he even knew he was getting influence on it. Yeah. And it was kind of dope watching him starting to rap, because he was always and then playing the guitar and everything, and playing everything that he does that to me is cool as fuck. You know what I mean? Especially being one of my best friends growing up in high school with us. So because me and him got a couple songs out together too, and me and him are about to make a tape together too. So
I remember at the Charlie show, he was up there with you, bro.
Yeah, and it's dope. It's dope just watching people transition. You know what I mean? 'Cause I've been doing this for a while. Yeah. So I kind of to me, I've already had expectation on myself. You know what I mean? But it was dope watching people start out and see how fast they went. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I mean, he's doing that stuff a lot too. So he's grinding pretty hard, honestly.
Definitely.
It's crazy. So yeah, I got the Kid Cudi albums here. Figured I should show those on camera at least.
Definitely Kid Cudi.
Since we talked about the vinyls. Yeah, bro. He's probably my favorite. Who's your favorite artist, Kyle?
That's a fucking loaded
just
question.
I don't know. I'm sure. Okay, I'm sure you can think of a few.
Well, let's do this right quick.
All right.
So I get into music, but not in the same way. I'm more historically into all of it, right? Mm. So I've been digging through people, and I get all these. I've got. And Mason told me the other day, he's you got such a base of just that.
He's just a music
buff.
There's
so many people, but I don't know the volume of it, And I can just dig through. So I grabbed through before I left the house. Yeah. I've been digging real into Steve Winwood lately. I don't know if you know who that is. That 80s song Higher Love? Bring Me a Higher Love. That one. That dude's was part of like super groups back in like early 70s, Blind Faith and Traffic and all these different groups before he made it big on his own. But he worked with like Clapton and everything, and I've been like digging real into his because I dig real into like the discography of all these people. And I've thought about making a book for myself. Yeah. And like if anybody else wants it, I'll make copies of it. But just discography of all these different people that I really dig into. I get into Steppenwolf real hard, and it's like, Born to Be Wild. Yeah. But they've got so much other ones. Like John Kay is the lead singer of that, and the guy's got such a different, like, you listen to CCR, right? And they've got such they've got such a specific sound. This guy, like, his voice is real gritty and gnarly, and you're like, I've never heard that before. Where does that come from? This guy was from Germany. Yeah. But this was like 1966. They started getting big, right?
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah. Hold up that backside.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, my favorite part of that is like that album came out in like 67 or 68. True. Right when like Vietnam shit started going crazy.
Yeah, like the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. And they were like heavy influenced by like advertising back then. Yeah. And like heavy influenced by all the, like, you'd see heavy advertising and then it'd switch right into like, this was the nightly news, this is what's going on. And it was all Vietnam shit. So it's like Mickey Mouse in war, like all of them. It's crazy. It's one of my favorite pieces of the album.
Definitely a lot of subliminal messages.
Oh, yeah. But like this guy's got heavy Bavarian voice because he's like from Germany. And like that album came out in like 68, right? Uh-huh. You'd assume the dude, he was like 20 something. So like right after the fall of the Nazis and everything, this guy was like growing up in Germany. True. And then he moved to Canada, had a couple oddball bands, but it really helped him, develop the sound that he had. And this guy just had such a soulful, like, crack in his voice. That was so good.
Yeah, that's dope, for real. I like to listen to, I listen to a lot more music, too, than just rap. I probably should touch them out. But I took a lot of influence too from cumbia music, a lot of Mexican music.
Music, like, what did you listen to, like, as a child? Like, your first memory of, like, music, like?
Definitely Mexican music.
Yeah.
Like,
see, that's the thing. I was thinking about that the other day when he hit me up. I was like, I've never really dug into, because I dig into, like, oddball, obscure shit. I've never dug into, like, Latin pop, like that. Middle America, Central America based.
Yeah, well, like, listen to a lot of, like, a lot of different tunes. I mean, it kind of like started like what my grandpa liked to listen to, you know what I mean? And that's influenced my mom, what she listened to, and that's transferred to me what I listen to. Like, a lot of music called like norteño music, like Ramon Ayala and everything. Like a lot of different like kind of like heavy influenced Spanish music that I grew up on listening, and a lot of cumbia music. Like my family taught me how to dance, and I could dance like cumbia music and everything. Yeah. And like to me, like that's just like keeping the rhythm and keeping the flow the entire time, and like I feel like it's helped me out a lot too. Like subconsciously without even like really like trying to like dive into it. Yeah. And besides that, I listen to like 80s rock. Definitely listen to 80s rock. I listen to like Motley Crue. Yeah. Guns N' Roses. Like
shout out Axl Rose, man. He was my idol, my childhood idol.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. So like we were talking earlier about like the transition from like before synth, like organ was heavy in music. And like they kind of swapped hands, but now certain people are getting into like the mixture of both, like having organs play and synthesizers at the same time. And it's such a good fucking sound.
Definitely. I love like there's two like talk about like you're talking about like history of music too. Like you talk about eras and everything. Like music's always gonna be brought up in like different years. You know what I mean? Every single day. Yeah. That's what's so dope.
That's like the number one talking point. I feel like, or like at least. Like that, you know what I mean?
You can always make a connection back to music. Yeah, for how music was back then, and how like they lived their life.
And I dig way into like the late '60s.
Yeah.
But like you dig into like the history of rock and roll, like it started in the late '40s, right? And like just the transition of like how people's minds worked and like everything changing. Like you can see why the late '60s was the way it was based on the direction music went that whole 20 years prior.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. Music's always changing too. Like, yeah.
And it feels dope now. 'Cause I feel like I'm in the driver's seat now. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like
You can guide where it goes.
Exactly. I can
Like
take music where it goes just by like doing what I do. You know what I mean? And it's kind of dope. It's a dope feeling being in the driver's seat.
Yeah, it's like controlling your own destiny.
Yeah.
You know, like
I mean, that's all I know.
you know what you want. Like now you just gotta go get it.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's all part of being an influencer, though.
Yeah.
Like, and you are at this point. You're being
Oh yeah,
an influencer.
I
definitely.
appreciate that. Like, I definitely always like see myself as like a leader. You know what I mean? Because to me, I've always been different. I've always been the odd one out, and a lot of that was like just like being in sports. You know what I mean? Like always trying to go hard. You know what I mean? Those always felt like I was competing against myself the entire time. Like you at a young age, and I feel like that's definitely grown with me a lot. Because I feel like I've always just been like the odd one out, but I've always just been leading because I look back and I see people doing what I do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True. Nice. Yeah, well, OAO, I appreciate you being on today, bro. I mean,
Definitely.
it means a lot. Yeah, no problem, bro.
It's always nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, I know, man. Every time we're in town, like, we gotta hang out.
Definitely.
Sure.
I got this for you right here.
No way, bro.
Yeah. Custom OAO Monci sticker.
Yo, that shit's going right there. I swear. Check that out.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, that's actually going on my laptop, bro. I appreciate that, man.
That's fucking tight.
Nice. Yeah, and I mean, plug yourself, man. Like.
Yeah, I mean, Children of Mars, Shriekers of Pharaohs. Me and Bobski. Out now everywhere on every platform. Welcome to the Future is out now on YouTube.
Music video.
Yep, make sure y'all run up the views. I mean, find me on social media, OAO419, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, everything. Keep following the movement. Follow Doer Gang at Doer_Gang all the time.
Capital DOER.
It's DOER Gang.
Doer Gang.
Doer Gang.
Subscribe to them on YouTube as well.
I mean, shout out to the whole fam. And
shout out Bobski, bro. Shout out Nelly.
Shout out Bobski, Nelly, Nubis.
AY, bro.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of that too, we're going back like on rock and hip hop.
Yeah.
Show that Nubis put on that we did at Charlie's.
At Charlie's, bro. Yeah. You can talk about the Charlie show, but that shit was a fun.
That was a great night. That was It was really neat, like having like metal bands play.
Yeah.
And then people rapping and like everyone was like, it was good vibes the whole time. Like,
it was, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Nubis for making that happen because that was lit.
Charlie's was packed that night too.
Yeah, they've never seen Charlie's that packed.
No.
No. And dude, the guy that owns it, he was straight up like, we could do this.
We gotta do this.
I love this.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's definitely it's like it brings a lot of people together. You know?
Yeah.
A lot, especially like people who just like rock music. You know what I mean? They come and see us and like watch like us perform, like we become like rap fans. You know what I mean? And like vice versa. People that like rap come audiences. Go in and see like metal people go on.
Yeah.
My shit
like, damn, this
lit.
is nice.
Yeah. And it's dope. And like it was the better part about it. It was all local. A lot of good local talent.
Like, there really is.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like Hicksville's about to be on the map.
Yeah.
Northwest Ohio's about to be on the map.
It's just it's just our turn. You know what I mean? Like Columbus got Doobie, you know what I mean? Canton got Trippy, Cleveland got Kid Cudi and MGK. Like, it's like everywhere but Northwest Ohio.
And like Cal Scrubby out of Cincinnati, bro.
Yep.
He's going on his first headlining tour like just this like spring into summer.
Hey, that's what's up.
Nice. Ohio's popping off.
That's the next goal, you know what I mean? Headlining shows, headlining tours. So that's the next big goal.
Nice, bro. Wordy K, thanks for being on, man.
We're here.
Reoccurring guest here on the OverTHOUGht Podcast. OverTHOUGht, thoughts all caps. It's on Spotify.
Everything.
Yeah. Instagram, Twitter, OG Hot Salads 1. That's Kyle. OG Hot Salads 1. It's not 01, it's just 1.
It is 1. True.
Reoccurring guest on the OverTHOUGht Podcast. Kyle, thanks for being here again.
Oh, no problem.
I'm Mason Hosteller. This is the OverTHOUGht Podcast. You will be able to see this on YouTube. Just go ahead and type in Mason Hosteller. my profile will pop up. You'll be able to find these there. Also, the podcast audio will be on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, all the podcast platforms. Just go ahead and check that out. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram at Mason Hosteller. And remember, this is the OverTHOUGHT Podcast. Thoughts all caps. OAO Monci, thanks again for being here, bro.
It's your boy.
It's in video form,
out,
man. Let's go.
Check them out.
Man, it's for all my vatos, man. For all my amigos. Real one. Yeah. Pull up on me and you gonna regret it. Real vato, you know I said it. Real migo, you know I meant it. I'm a dog, I need a kennel. She eat my kids, Hansel Gretel. Fuck 12, I hit the pedal. Her head bang heavy metal. I'll never settle. She say them texts sentimental. That bitch ain't yours, she a rental. Added it simple. Aztec is all in my blood. I do this shit just because. I do this